Career and technical education leaders and many teachers know about the New York State CTE program approval process. But why does New York have a program approval process for CTE? There's a lot of information from the New York State Education Department on what the program approval regulations are, how to complete the process, and how to complete the application. But it's still curious why New York has this requirement at all. Of course, CTE leaders must know what and how to carry out the approval process, but knowing why would be very helpful. When tackling a complex task such as program approval, it's crucial to know why it is necessary. Knowing why is a driving force that helps plow through obstacles and reach the goal. Knowing why can make the work less burdensome and the results more robust. Knowing why motivates us because we better understand. Therefore, it is essential to know why the program approval process is in place and its purpose to avoid perceiving CTE program approval application as an arduous process. High school administrators often wonder why no other curriculum area requires a similar process. After all, districts and high schools establish other curricula without similar state scrutiny. In areas of advanced mathematics, the arts, social studies, and electives, schools go ahead and produce their curriculum without state approval. What is so unique about CTE that it requires this approval process? Why can be explained in two reasons. First, the New York State education leaders believe in locally developed curriculum, both as a policy and a strategy to ensure the best curriculum solution aligns with the variation in size and organization of the many different New York schools. Local curriculum development helps avoid the one solution fits all problem. CTE is a great example of the need for multiple delivery models. In career high schools, students take courses for 4 years, accumulating 8 or more credits in a technical field. Students in a BOCES Regional Technical Center take half-day programs for 2 years, earning at least 6 credits. On the other end of the spectrum, students may take 3 or 4 courses in a high school career pathway, or even take short CTE elective courses on a particular skill such as Microsoft Office or video editing. Thus, CTE programs vary greatly in length and intensity. The second reason why CTE is unique compared to other subjects is because of its breadth of program, constant change, and federal requirements. CTE is a vast and complex subject area with literally hundreds of different courses and programs. And to make it more complicated, is constantly changing as technology changes in the workplace. CTE differs from other subjects in that it has a federal funding and accountability requirements. Whether New York State has a state curriculum or local curriculum development process, it must comply with these federal requirements in using these funds. In New York State, the Education Department is responsible for setting student learning expectations, standards, for what all students should know and do as a result of skilled instruction. Each local school district develops curricula based upon these established standards. The standards for CTE in New York are very broad, including the common learning expectations which apply to dozens of different career fields such as agriculture, business, automotive, or culinary. Local schools are free to select career fields to develop CTE programs to meet the needs and interests and aspirations of their students. Local CTE educators working with peers and local employers are better able to create innovative programs without waiting for the state to develop a new program. Examples of new CTE programs designed recently at the local level include drone operation, game development, and geospace technology. A local process allows for more rapid creation of a new program. One of the uniquenesses of CTE is that federal legislation mandates that CTE programs have a high quality program of study developed to align with regional workforce trends, is reviewed by businesses and employers, and includes work-based learning. A program of study also defines the specific technical and behavioral skills to be developed, cross-references related academics, and articulates with post-secondary institutions. Any CTE planning process must adhere to this program of study requirement, whether state or local. Decisions made at the local level can help to ensure that the CTE curricular options actually meet the local situations. New York chooses to meet this program of study requirement through a detailed local development process. The steps in this process of the program approval include more than just the CTE teacher and principal giving permission to a program. Academic teachers, counselors, employers, parents, and others should be included in conducting a self-study. Also conducting an external review with additional educators making modifications. The school leader must approve the program before submitting it in the documentation for state review. When local schools follow this prescribed process and create the required curricular elements, they are meeting the federal program of study requirement. The objective of developing a local CTE program is not simply to purchase a commercially developed curriculum or adopt one from another school. Instead, it is the process that's important to actively involve the community and other educators. This is why the emphasis is on completing the process and to document that through in the application. If the process is valid, the actual curriculum elements represent a high quality program of study developed at the local level. As a result, the New York State CTE program approval process was established by the Board of Regents in February 2001. Over time, several incentives have been provided through state policy to encourage schools to embrace the notion of high-quality CTE programs, identified through a local approval process. Maintaining a local CTE program development helps ensure that CTE programs are of high quality and aligned to local needs and resources. These CTE-approved programs will benefit students by preparing them for their future as contributing members of the community. For anyone working through the many steps of the program approval process, remember to preserve that philosophy of adapting a curriculum based upon local needs and resources.